And just in about 5 seconds, we're going to see now the Duke and Duchess of Sussex making their way in the Ascot Landau, 1883. There you see it. There are even people, I can tell you, right behind me in the castle taking pictures that are peeking out of those windows as we watch the Duke and Duchess of Sussex making their way here on Castle Hill in the beautiful Ascot Landau, built in 1883, of course surrounded by the Household Cavalry, which was first formed by King Charles II in 1661. It is the oldest cavalry in the British Army. And there they go, right past me. A moment of excitement here, even for me, to just catch a very short glimpse of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex making their way as they are now about to cross over to where you guys are. What a beautiful moment here at Windsor Castle.
Yeah, this is a moment where we've all been waiting for. We see them coming down the hill. They're going to make this right-hand turn and head to the long walk. There they are.
And there are people who've been out here for days to share in this moment, to be a part of this moment.
Listen, Kevin, there was even some strategery because people said, "Hi, Harry and Meghan."
Oh my God!
Yes, yes. Wow!
Oh my God! It's such a great shot.
There was some strategery involved. People said they want to be on the curb because they have to slow down there. That's a beautiful, powerful sight to see.
What a moment. And you're right.
Jonathan Bigliotti, he's got a great seat because the procession has to go right past him. Hello, Jonathan Bigliotti, your turn.
Hey there, this is the moment this crowd has been waiting for, as you mentioned, camping out for days, just to catch this glimpse of the prince and his wife. As you mentioned earlier, Gail, we're in an area where there were no television screens. The internet did not work. We did not see a single moment of this wedding, so this truly is the first time that this crowd is able to see the newlyweds. And as we watch here, you've got to imagine what is going on in their minds on that carriage ride. This is a truly intimate moment that they have decided to share with the public. The public here, those that we have spoken with, constantly talking about that connection that they feel with Meghan and Harry, the way that they go up to people, the way that they greet people, the way that they take time to really get to know them. For them to be able to wave to the royal couple, now newlyweds, as they embark on this new journey, this is really a once-in-a-lifetime moment. A lot of people describing it here where we are, very loud right now, a lot of excitement, as also historic. Gail?
All right, Jonathan Bigliotti, thank you. We love that Reverend Curry said during the service, and it's so true, 2 young people fell in love, and we all showed up. And that's exactly what happened today. People showed up days ago just for this moment to see the 2 of them going down the street in an open carriage where they're heading to the long walk.
I mean, what's so gorgeous about this, the pageantry of this is so splendid in the streets of Windsor. When we turned around then, you could see the glint and the shine of those guards officers' helmets. It was so romantic. It was like something out of a fairy story.
What I like is the energy of the crowd. I have to go back to Reverend Curry for a second. There's power in love. Do not underestimate it. Anyone who has ever fallen in love knows what I mean. Yes, we do, Reverend Michael Curry. Go ahead, Kevin.
And I was going to say, meanwhile, I want to ask Penny for a second. What do you make of this procession compared to Will and Kate's? And the streets were so much wider in London, you know, as they made their way through the streets of London to Buckingham Palace.
I think this just demonstrates how inclusive this wedding is. You know, Harry and Meghan wanted the public to be involved, and they are so involved here. It's like being at a family wedding in a way. I mean, the whole thing is...
It's so funny, but I do feel we're all a part of it, even though we're up on a balcony.
Exactly.
I mean, look how close we were as the carriage went by. There's this sense that you can almost touch them. I mean, you know, it also feels almost as if you're sort of 400 years ago when the world was smaller because the town is so small. You know,
well, the crowd really is right beside them. They are extremely close. You really can see them up close and personal, and that's an amazing thing. So if you're somebody who's camped out for 3 or 4 days, and I've met somebody who's done that, this is worth the money shot, and you would say this is worth it because you will never see anything like this again.
It's wonderful. I mean, they must be so happy sitting up there because they can really feel that love.
They can feel the love.
Tina, I tell you what else.
Yes,
I tell you what else, they will not just be feeling the life, they will be feeling a little bit seasick.
What do you mean?
Those carriages, I am told, really are an uncomfortable ride, and they sway horribly.
I don't know, Penny. I'm saying, let me be seasick. To experience all this, let me be seasick.
She is now the Duchess of Sussex. Let's face it. I mean, it's look at what's happened to this woman in the last hour. You know, she's gone from being Meghan Markle, movie star, to being the Duchess of Sussex.
Yes.
This pageantry, this incredible turnout.
All in a day. We're approaching Charlie Daggett's location on Kings Road. Hello, Charlie. What do you see right now?
Well, Gail, I hope you can hear me. I can just about hear you. Now, they've taken a right-hand turn down at the bottom of where you guys were. And now we're going down to Kings Road, and just off in the distance, probably 300-400 yards, we can see the glistening helmets of the household cavalry as they start to make their way towards us. We have hundreds, well, thousands of people here down at Kings Road. Now, this is where they will pass by the residences and the fields before they make that left-hand turn up the long walk. Now, some of the people that we've spoken to have been here since dawn, waiting for this moment. Where we are, it's sort of a peninsula. They've been able to get across and look at some of the ceremony itself on the big screens over at Long Walk, but they have held their positions here as much as they possibly can. And as they edge a little bit closer, you can start to hear the excitement as the forward horsemen begin to arrive. First, we're seeing the policemen going past the Castle Pub. You may be able to see from your vantage point, there are a lot of American flags here in the crowd. And you're hearing the noise as they start to approach us. The members of the household cavalry, very important to Prince Harry. He has served with the household cavalry. They have been in Afghanistan together. These are his fighting brothers, people that we met who have said with great adoration and respect the amount of time that they've spent in the field, because although they do this so very well, they are a fighting force. And as they approach us, the first two members of the household cavalry, the cheers go up. But what we're waiting for, of course, is the open carriage, the Aston Landau. That moment where they see the bride and groom married as they pass by. Little girls on the shoulders of their fathers as they're passing. Confetti thrown out of the top floor windows, every balcony, every rooftop, every person craning to get a view as they pass by and share in the excitement of this moment. This is what they were waiting for. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God is what we're